car insurance.
Am I on? Geico Direct could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance. Result?
Smaller bill.
Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more.
Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Both coasts are being affected with rain this Sunday. Hello and welcome to Weather Center, sponsored by Outback. I'm Mike Bono.
And I'm Jim Cantori. This edition sponsored by MCI. Oh, I'm Outback. That's right. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I was thinking MCI. That was last half hour. Anyway, we have some rain out there on the East Coast and the West Coast, but it's not one of those rains where it's just a driving heavy rain. It's a soaking rain, yes, but not a driving, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to stay inside all day rain. So let's go ahead and check it out for you as we take you to two spots in the east. The rain not in short supply here. Not a great day to go out sightseeing at places like the Lincoln Memorial. Anybody walking around outside will need an umbrella at times as you look through the shrouded skies at the Lincoln Memorial. Across the river in Arlington, Virginia, the flag on the Iwo Jima Memorial is just hanging in there along with the heavier rain. Rain around the Capitol is not expected to wrap up for tonight, but it looks like a break coming tomorrow with temperatures hanging around into the 40s. A lot of history there in those two shots, Michael. All right, here we go. Wet spots today. And again, as I mentioned, this is not a super soaker, and a lot of this rain is already starting to wind down, so some good news here. But a lot of these low clouds, a real thick layer of clouds out there are going to be with us for quite some time. Now, to actually start an explanation as to what's going on here with these fronts would take all of my time. So let's just say we have a mess sitting here on the southeast to wrap it up for you. And in that mess, quite a bit of cloud cover from New York City on south into the Gulf and many areas in between, as you can see. Nice delineation, though, on the back edge of that cloud shield. As we get into some of the sinking air on the backside of that upper low, clouds just disappear. And we're hoping that trend continues toward the eastern coast, which it should. Now, New York City, you're looking south this morning, I know, at that area of rain, thinking, oh, it's going to just be a soaker here. But we've just dealt with the very northern fringes of that rain. For the most part, the rain might very well be over at this point. Just a lot of leftover cloud cover, mid-level clouds for you. Pittsburgh, same thing as New York. To your south is where we find the streak of steadier light rain. Most of this is on the light side, and there'll probably be a little bit of wet snow in the highest elevations of the mountains. Other than that, not too bad at all. We take you down through West Virginia, and you can see those showers just north of Charleston and Elkins, on down and toward eastern Kentucky. Then a break, and then another band of rain we pick up south of the nation's capital, so you're actually in between rain bands now, down in through Richmond, Williamsburg, on into Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's take you to Raleigh to see what it's like. Of course, the trees now defoliated in the beautiful downtown area, but no doubt looks like some rain sticking around right through about 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. Temperatures, again, in the low 40s, so it is a rather raw day. And it looks like the clouds will be with us until that second upper low disappears off the map Wednesday morning. So there's going to be a lot of low clouds around. I mean, there's just nothing to come in and clean all this out. So a lot of these low clouds are going to stick around for a while. So here's Raleigh on down and through the South Carolina border. Some heavier rain there, just moving north to Charleston now, or Columbia now, on into the Florence area. And you can see how these showers are along the North Carolina coast. Mostly light and scattered. Nice break from Columbia all the way south through Jacksonville. And then we hit the steadier rain again. Once we get just west of Daytona, this may even be a thunderstorm. It's not uncommon today in Florida to get even a clap of thunder from time to time. But if it's not, it's heavy rain on down just to the west of Orlando and into the Tampa Bay area, where the rain really has shown no east progression at all. The rains are just developing and moving right back over Tampa. So we're going to have some wet times ahead, definitely down through Sarasota and also into Port Charlotte as well. Well, speaking of wet times, let's talk to Mike Bono about what's happening with the wet weather out west.
You got that right, Jim. Maybe not as big as the totals we showed you from about November 18th or 19th through early December. That was a 2-week siege of up to 20 inches of rain. But we've got a few days running now with Forks, Quileute with over 5 inches of rain. Astoria on the immediate coast of Oregon around the mouth of the Columbia, just about 3. And then once you get over the coastal ranges and inland a little bit, Seattle 2.1 and Portland 1 inch. But Washington apparently with the higher amounts this time. The last siege of rain that we had in the Northwest, it was Oregon with the most rain. But Oregon's trying to catch up. In Northern California, we have some pretty heavy rain on the map moving in your direction today. Now, there are a lot of isobars on this map, a lot of these white, wavy lines, high-pressure anchor over the Great Basin, keeping it chilly and a little foggy and smoggy in Salt Lake City this morning down in the valley. But to the north, a lot of isobars with the wind push down from the mountains from the west, giving you winds up to 50 miles an hour at times in Livingston, Montana, and some other favored Chinook areas. That Chinook is a warm breeze coming down from the mountains. And around Lake Tahoe, Truckee in particular, up at about 7,000 feet above sea level, coming in with winds up to 40 miles an hour. Oregon had wind earlier, but now that the front has passed through, the wind flow is a little lighter, but still off the ocean, keeping you socked in with gloomy gray skies and some rain. We can see Portland with 54, Medford 48. So no threat of snow here. Salt Lake finally getting above freezing, but the sun trying to burn through that cold air and mist and some fog that's been sitting in the valley in the morning. Check this out, 71 LA, 71 San Diego, and Phoenix. The wind's been blowing out to sea in Southern California, as it's been doing most of the weekend, warming you up famously. It should be like this on New Year's Day for the Rose Bowl. It would be perfect.